guys, so today we are here with the Director of Regional College of Management, Dr. Pritam Pal, and we are going to take his thoughts on few facts, some figures and many myths that are surrounding today's industry ecosystem and clearing the cloud on possible and impossible opportunities for us graduates. So sir, how have you been doing?
I've been good, thank you for asking.
So sir, will employers care more about skills and projects than the college degrees in the next 5 years?
There's nothing known as next 5 years in the industry. Industry is changing as quick as a year, a month, 2 months, 5 months. So a degree basically tells an employer that the person who's coming across for an opportunity in his company is disciplined to be at a place from morning 9 to evening 6 to work, to do assignments, and to have a very specific way of approaching and finishing any assignment, work or target or goal that has been given. A degree beats everything at any given point of time. Okay. Today, in 5 years or 50 years, the same thing was there for 100 years, is still there, it will still go on. Having said that, the degree just coming along with very standard education, because education evolvement itself has its own time period, timeline, time segment in which it works. What happens is, today a degree along with a lot of other skills which are relevant to the industry has become of a higher priority, okay, than just a degree. So just a degree really doesn't matter if you do not understand the application of that education in their industry.
So will online certifications will replace the traditional college degree certifications for students?
Okay, so let's put it in this manner. So will any condiment or any sauce replace the actual chicken nugget? No, it won't. Alright. So similarly, the main course is still the degree. The assortments around it are certifications. So there are a lot of institutes, okay, which provide certification, okay, internally within the system. So for say in RCM or for say under BPUT or for say other these things, in RCM we have a separate plus programs which provide every year a modified version of the same thing based on the actual industry requirement. Just the degree won't help, just the certificate doesn't help, but a degree with an incubator certification system makes it much more easier for the student to learn and learn its application. For say, let's say in MBA you have a finance specialization, that's your degree. But if you are doing fintech and you are learning fintech skills as a business valuation, pitch deck creation, or let's say ratio analysis or business analytics. So finance with a skill set of fintech through specific programs, let's say in RCM we have it embedded, otherwise you have certification programs. There are so many people, Udemy does it, Upgrad does it, so many people do it. A combination of these two together makes a much more relevant, person who can pass through a better opportunity. It's more accepted in the industry these days.
So sir, be honest, are we training students for the jobs that won't even exist in upcoming 5 years because AI will wipe them off?
Well, same story came out when computers came in, that people said that computers are going to take out jobs. But what happened is it created more opportunities than it took away jobs. Only thing is the way a job is approached or the purpose of a human in that job changes. So let's say today I need to do a monotonous reply of an email, keying in the whole email where the points are already there. For say that somebody sends me an email, I would like to have your appointment on evening 5 o'clock tomorrow if possible. Could you share a proper half an hour time for giving this presentation? Earlier I would read it, check my calendar, then revert back, okay fine, I'm available. Today it comes in, an agentic AI system looks into that calendar, sees it, just ask me, this is available for tomorrow 5, day after 3, or let's say 10 o'clock in the morning, these 3 spots are available. You say yes, it will send this automatically. So this yes and the reading took 20 seconds, earlier that would have taken 5 minutes. Having said that, what it means, AI looks like it is taking away jobs. So there are some very monotonous jobs that every technology takes away. Earlier, you used to have laborers who used to dig a hole, carry it in a basket and throw it in a distance, it's 100-200 meters away. That doesn't mean that a JCB came and labor work went away. So JCB picks it up, dumps it on a truck and trucks goes and throws it 100 meters away. The labor left that mundane job and they started getting into a skilled job. So somebody became a mystery. Now, as lame as this might sound to you, even when AI comes in, so let's say lead aggregation in a CRM, AI based, it gives you leads. End of the day, you have to talk. Now, AI is also talking, but even after talking, that sale has to be closed by a person. So now I had to initially generate a lead, talk to the person, send an email, create a brochure, do all of these things to finish my sales. I used to spend human hours, let's say 26, 27 hours to close a deal. Human intervention. Today, my intervention is 2 hours to close the deal. I make the same money, I get better sales. So AI actually will assist. The only thing is, because there are so many myths associated, people are thinking AI is taking in jobs. Not be surprised that maybe when 1 lakh jobs were there, tomorrow 3 lakhs will be made more.
So why would a student will be paying in lakhs or thousands to learn cybersecurity and AI in colleges when YouTube and ChatGPT is free? What is the real value of the structured program?
See, behind everything there is always human intelligence. Human intelligence creates artificial intelligence. So you must have heard about prompt engineering. It's a human who is providing the prompt. It's a human which is creating the prompt, understanding it, then reiterating it. Many iterations come. So paying thousands, paying lakhs, that depends. There's a different ratio altogether. What you should be looking at is basically the ROI that you get at the end of the day as an investment into education. But having said that, every single component that a person learns doesn't have to be the only thing that he applies. So here at RCM, we teach them for application of their education. So let's say you are learning cognitive AI or you're learning subscriptive AI. It doesn't mean that that's what you're going to do. It's just about having the right tool set to do it. If you're not aware of learning this, you would never be able to understand to work in that environment, which is anyway using this environment. Earlier you used to create content. Today ChatGPT is creating content. But then Google has come up that it recognizes an AI writing a content and a human writing a content. You write a content yourself, which is very, very natural to your own intellect. The AI in Google understands that's a human intervention and work done. So human intervention is already required, but the knowledge of cybersecurity or AI is foresight tomorrow. If you don't learn cybersecurity and you go into a job which has got cybersecurity implemented there, you really don't know how to work in the security scenario. So just because that, let's say you do, for say you're doing finance or you're doing, let's say, IT. So in IT, in MBA here, okay, let's say you learn Power BI. That doesn't mean that you're going to go and design Power BI there, but you're going to use it as a tool. If you do not know the ecosystem, you will not be able to implement it. As far as the amount of money you invest behind it is definitely a choice based on, you should always target the ROI. There's no point of spending too much of money, but the choices should be right.
So let's talk about data science. Data science is everywhere right now, but here's the real question, that ChatGPT is doing analysis in seconds. So is it even worth learning for students?
So somebody has to write a prompt to ChatGPT for the analysis that you want to do. Yes, ChatGPT does it in seconds for say. So data science is not today. So data science is since few hundreds of years, right? The way you consume data and the way you take an analytic decision on data makes your choices or your possibility of mistakes miniaturized. So earlier the probability ratio of being wrong was X, today it is X by 100, okay? Because at the end of the day, numbers speak, that's how the world works. So today data earlier used to come in lower volumes. Today you have data across. Right now we are speaking, so there's a volume data, there's a pitch data, there's a movement data, there's a cognitive data, there is an air conditioning data, a light data. Earlier this is not, information was not available and human didn't have to process that information. Today these informations are available through different kind of sensor systems, right? And when you have more information, the more appropriately you use it for appropriate dashboards and analytics, the better it is. Now the question, that the myth that has to be broken, the data requirement is not created by a ChatGPT or an AI engine or any other. So it can be any AI engine or in many machine learning engines. Data request is created by a human. There are million possibilities of capturing data. What I want to capture for me to take an appropriate decision is a human intelligence.
Do you think that ChatGPT and AI is snatching the creativity for the today's youth and students?
It doesn't. It's always a comparative. You go to a disco, I go to a disco. You dance better, I learn it better, I try to dance better than you. If I do not have a comparative level, what am I competing with? Earlier I will compare or compete with you, or I'll compare and compete with the next person who is around my ecosystem, right? Today, my compete of creativity is maybe DALI, okay, maybe so many other agentic AI media creations. So the person, so I see, okay, fine, this is the kind of new image which is coming up. I gather ideas. A creative person always learns and grows from the baseline which is created. ChatGPT has taken the baseline up. That doesn't mean that I can't go above it. Somebody did a Mona Lisa, okay, Da Vinci did that. People made things much better than that, but somebody made that Mona Lisa someday, right? So that is always a baseline. Earlier there were 360 colors. Now there are 360 million colors. Tomorrow there might be billion colors. Earlier there was one black. Now there are so many depths of black. That doesn't stop anybody's creativity. So creativity is always has a baseline. Competition just went up. AI is doing it better than you. You will do it better than them. Then again AI will do it better than you. It's always like that.
I am also pursuing a graduation in management. So what are the skills I need to acquire to have a stable and secure future?
Three parts. One is first you need to identify what is your goal set 5 years down the line. You want to stick to a specific kind of an industry or a specific kind of a vertical. Post that, you need to identify what are the bullets you need to fire a real gun. What it means is that if you want to go into a line which is tech oriented, then you need to ensure that you're into business analytics, Power BI, Advanced Excel, and a lot of other things which are coming up. And you have to baseline yourself in such a manner that the tools and the ammunition that you have is enough for you to get into a good entrant in the field that you want to be. Once you are there, life is progressive. Luckily, unluckily, your generation is going to have a life more like a doctor. You read every day, you learn every day, because changes are very quick. Acceptance is but naturally unavoidable. So put up skills which are more tech based and have a very focused line where you want to go. Not the line as in a finance, marketing, sales, that's not the line, but the industry you want to go. You want to be in a power sector, you want to be in the sales or marketing sector, or you want to be in a typical digital maybe consulting sector. Based on that are skills, but primary basic skill in tech is very, very important doing this.
So I will be back with a lot more myths, few facts and some figures in the upcoming videos with the latest trends and changes happening in the educational ecosystem. Stay tuned and thank you so much.